Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings II as we are playing with the Lusignan Dynasty as Hugh the 10th. So let's go ahead and jump into it. One of the first things I want to do, guys, we've been trying to get our good friend Simon de Montfort here. We've been trying to place him in a position and we haven't been able to do that because of this plot here. So I'm going to see if they will end the plot, and it seems they will. So let's go ahead and do that so that we can finally place, there we go, finally place Simon into our council as our spy master. So he should be out of hiding now. It might actually take him a little bit of time before he comes out of hiding. But you will notice that I've made Mahmoud our commander. He doesn't have a great martial ways, okay, but frankly, he's one of the best guys that we have now. Remember, we lost our son, who was one of, I said marshal, I meant commander. I made him a commander. Our son was one of the commanders, and of course he left our court to come over here and help his wife rule their county. So I think that was all I wanted to do. Oh yes, that's right, we can also change our laws. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to medium centralization so that we shouldn't be getting any penalty, hopefully. And I think everybody's willing to pass that. So, well, we got an event here. According to your marshal, Pierre, the peasants of Saintonge are having frequent troubles with highwaymen and wild beasts. Okay, so I think we've seen something similar to this. Yeah, we will invest, I suppose. What we really need to do is we need to get that money from the Pope. I don't know why we wouldn't. I know that one thing that somebody has suggested in the comments is that we should be using our piety to get claims, because you can do that from the Pope here using the request a claim button. I don't want to use too much piety though, guys, because I would really like if good old Hugh over here was canonized after his death. That'd be awesome if our first character became a saint and we got that bloodline for it. So yeah, I want to keep our piety as high as possible. However, I am going to use it to ask for money because as you notice, the amount is much higher now. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't see why he wouldn't approve it there. And what we're going to do with that money, oh, and it looks like we got a special type. Nice, so we got even more money. What we're going to be doing with all this money that we just got, and it seems that we have been invited to a plot. We'd like you to back our plot to fabricate a claim on the Duchy of Paris. So no. Sorry, I must decline. So what I wanted to do with that money is we are going to spend it on a smith. I think we're going to try and get some equipment. What else can we do here? You can spend devotion. Oh, okay. I think that was one of our new powers that we got from our society. All right, so yes, I want to search for a smith, and we are looking for. Let's get a goldsmith to create the jewels befitting of our status. Those ones give, I want to say it's 3 items, so it's a pretty good one to have, and they've approved it. Excellent. So we're not quite out of the woods when it comes to the penalty. You still have a little bit of a penalty here, but we are making more money because of that, so that's good. So should have money to get something good from our smith. And it looks like, oh shit, fall of the Teutonic state. After finally losing their last bastion, the Teutonic Knights are once more landless and have started traveling back to the core lands of Christendom. So it looks like the Northern Crusade failed. Yeah, that's what it seems like. They did not succeed. Yeah, that is quite the blow to Catholics. So blasted infidels. All right, so that's a shame. Maybe we should have helped out in that crusade. I don't know. I was just thinking that we're just a little bit too old to be going on crusade. You know, we are 58 years old. We're just waiting for our death, basically. Though I think we're fairly healthy outside of the cancer, and then we also had that mild illness treatment here. So I don't know when we'll die. Maybe 60s, if I had to guess. During the last few days, I have overheard the same conversation again. Apparently, okay. So this is the goldsmith. So we're gonna want to invite him to our court, and then we are going to order a beautiful set of crown jewels. This costs us 100 gold. And okay, so it's just our son has voted for the late feudal administration, so that has improved their county. Doesn't really have much to do with us. And did we lose our job? No, we're still chancellor. So we've improved relations with the. Remember, we're still trying to sway our good friend, the Prince Louis, who's the Duke of these two lands here, and we want to place him on the throne. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, okay, I'm on the council. That's right, so we can't do the factions anymore. I didn't think about that, actually. Yeah, that's a shame. I should have thought about that fact that, yeah, the council, once we went onto the council, we were no longer going to be able to be a part of factions, unfortunately. Yeah, that's kind of a shame, guys. Looks like we're stuck serving this crappy king. Maybe this will be something that our son will deal with in the future? I don't know. Yeah, it's a shame. There's not really anything we can do about it as long as we're on the council. I think you might be able to renounce your council position. Not entirely sure, though. Maybe not. Heavy box has been brought before me, and Edward has finished his work, and the crown jewels are completed. I expect something probably befitting my title as Duke of Bourbon, and I was excited to see his handiwork. So we've gotten the 3 items. Sometimes there's events tied to the smith. I didn't see any of those, though. I guess they're typically surrounding your kids, so given the fact that we don't have any of our children within our realm, I understand why we probably didn't get nothing. So, but to get 3 items, we got the Crown of Lilies, increases prestige and the opinion of several of our vassals. This Noble Scepter also does the same thing, slightly less prestige, and then of course our Engraved Sword, same thing. Alright, so that means we'll be getting more prestige, and of course our vassals will like us a little bit more, which our prestige is nowhere near as high as our piety is, expected, given our character. Piety is pretty high. I don't know where it needs to be at to become canonized. I want to say that I've had somebody canonized in the upper 2000s, but I'm not entirely sure. I could be misremembering. Improved relations with Lord. Alright. So I've done many. Okay, so he's improved relations. And my court physician has shared some of his latest ideas with me. I do not know much about medicine, but perhaps he is onto something. He's asked for some money to develop his theory further and write a book on it. Well, I say, of course, advancements in medicine benefits us all. And we want our doctor to be happy with us. We are sick, we are older man. And the idea of being celibate is intriguing, especially since I feel I have more than enough children. A friend of mine became celibate not long ago. I wonder what made him take that decision. So this is kind of a weird thought here, since we are celibate as well. Yeah, I'd just go with this one, I suppose. I mean, we're already celibate. That's probably, that event probably should have checked to see if you were celibate yourself. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It looks like this event's kind of broken because we're saying that it's not right for us, but we are currently already, yeah, we've already made the pledge. So yeah, I think that was an event that didn't check to make sure that you were actually celibate in the first place. It does seem that one of our bishops is dead, so therefore we need to place another one. And I also want to take a look when we'll be able to change our laws again. It's going to be 1252, excuse me. All right, so I think what we'll do right now is go ahead and get somebody else to appoint for a successor. One thing we could do is use our piety for that, but it might be better to just invite. I think it's cheaper to invite the holy man to court here, as far as piety goes. I'm not entirely sure. It's 25 piety. Let's take a look at the other option. This is devotion. Oh, well, I don't really want to lose devotion. We're trying to save up for 3,000 right now. Yeah, I suppose we'll use the piety. We could also look for a character and see if there's anybody here that's fitting for the job. Looks like, oh, I don't think this is set. No, it's not. All right, so we want them to come to our court. Of course, they need to be our religion. I don't really care about the culture right now at this point. I mean, you know what? Yeah, let's do my culture as well, I think. And let's see if there's anybody available. I am seeing some. Let's check the learning. Let's get with the highest learning. And I'm seeing a mastermind theologian. He has some vices, but maybe we could actually teach him to drop those. Then we have another theologian here. Looking at age, we got 31, 37. They're both pretty young. And as far as the better character, I kind of feel like this one is just because he has less negative traits. Yeah, I think we'll go with him. So let's invite him to the court. It seems that he is willing to come, and then we'll make him a bishop, or appoint him as the successor to the bishops. All right, so let's go ahead and do that now. And this is kind of a busy work in a way, and I don't know why Simon is not coming out of hiding when there's nobody plotting to kill him any longer. But yeah, this is kind of busy work doing this, but I've always find myself doing it just because of the opinion boost that you get with it from appointing them yourself. Yeah, this guy here. Let's get him placed in all the positions. And there we go. Excellent. So that has been completed. And we don't have an ambition that we can select right now. Unfortunately, there's no options. And your dedication to religious pursuits has been noticed around the realm. All right, so we've become close friends with the bishop here. We always find ourselves making friends with our bishops. And looks like we got a new mission. So this is donate to charity. Yes, we will do that, and we have the funds. In fact, we have a lot of money right now. So let's go and donate to charity first. Let's complete this to get that 200 devotion. And we're also going to build something. I think we'll build... I guess we'll build in this. No, we're already building something. I suppose we'll build here then. Yeah, let's build the barracks. Yeah, we'll do the barracks. There we go. All right. So looks like there is a peasant revolt here in France. Okay. I don't know where the French army is, man. It looks like they've been... I don't know. It looks like the entire army's just been destroyed. There's just not a lot here. My wish to become a better Catholic has led me to the rule of St. Benedict. All right. So this is going to get us the kind trait. Okay. I'm surprised that we hadn't got that yet. Praise be to God. All right, so you notice that has decreased several of our stats, but it has increased diplomacy, which was already fairly high. But remember, we are the chancellor for the king, so I guess that helps him out. And it looks like the rebellion has already been defeated. All right, awesome. Yeah, there's just not a lot of... the king does not have control of a lot of troops right now. Oh, looks like we are at war with England. Oh, yeah, I don't think France is going to win this one, guys. Yeah, look at that, 17,000 men coming from England. And as I was just saying, that the French do not have a lot of troops. That's 4,000 something. The king is much weaker than he was, than the previous king was. So he did publish his new theory, and apparently has become the laughing stock of the entire medical community. Is being read as entertainment by scholars throughout the realm. All right, so I guess that hurts us as well. And he gained the dull trait. Wow. All right, so probably not going to make as good of a doctor any longer. Maybe we should get somebody else in this position. Yeah, look at his learning. His learning is absolute garbage. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy. He has other ability. Well, no, he doesn't have anything. He's just kind of garbage overall. Yeah, I think we should probably revoke his honorary title. Yeah, there's no reason to keep him as our doctor right now. And then we're going to want to send for another doctor. I really hope Prince Louis is doing well. I wonder if there could be something else I can do for him. Well, let's just simply ask him. And I don't know if we're going to be able to send for a doctor right away. Maybe. Yeah, recruit a court physician. Hopefully. We do not have to wait long. So Hugh is called in a favor. All right, our son. I want to take a look at our son, see if he's had any other children, see if his traits have changed at all. Prince Louis was unmoved by my concern. All right, so not getting a lot of points here and swaying him. I almost want to stop this because I don't know that we're ever going to make him... Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and stop. I don't know that we're ever going to be able to make him king, honestly. It just hasn't gone well for us, especially now that we're in the council, so we can no longer join or start factions. So scouts bring words of a mystic blind man. Well, I turned down the blind man before because it just didn't seem very realistic to hire a blind man as the doctor. But you know what? I don't feel like waiting again for another doctor. So yeah, let's just go ahead and hire him. And remember, they do those blind guys often do have very high, do seem to have very high learning. We can seek treatment for our illness, and we do have a better doctor now. So sure. Why not? Although we know it's cancer, so there's not going to be any healing of it. So let's say, let's do My Life is in Your Hands, because he's supposed to be a pretty damn good doc. The pot which is Bartholomew, the blind brought with him to your chambers emitted a strange buzzing sound. Before you could stop him, he threw it on the floor, where it exploded in a cloud of pottery shards and a swarm of furious bees. As your physician fled the room, you remained their only target. But I feel amazing. It was a successful experimental treatment. Increased our health by 3. All right, so our character's going to live even longer. I don't know if I should have done that because I'm kind of, ready for him to die. But you know what? The good thing is that we increase our piety even higher, so it's probably good overall. All right, so the king has contacted us here. He's been convinced by Prince Louis to institute the title revocation committee law. All that needed is the support of herself from other loyal vassals. So approved title. So what does this make? No, I want to look into laws here. So does that make it so that he can no longer do it? I'm not entirely sure. Does that... Yeah, I don't know. Let me take a look here at what it's currently set at. Yeah, I think we're moving it to so he can only revoke titles if the council votes on it. And I can approve that, because he was convinced by Louis to do this. So it's not really in his best interest for him to do that as the king. But obviously it's in our best interest, and I don't know what that was for. We're going so fast that I wasn't able to read it, unfortunately. The Knights of Cephalonia, the magnanimous Margaretone, oh good god, these are some words, has donated the island of Cephalonia to the Knights of St. John, better known as the Knights Hospitaller. One of the long-standing protectors of the faith, this will surely make the route safer for all the pilgrims seeking the Holy Land. The order is now known as the Knights of Cephalonia, and the Grand Master, whatever his name is, vows to continue the mission as the righteous defenders of Christianity and its faithful followers. Alright, so they have gained some land over here, and hopefully they should protect the route if anybody wants to go pilgriming over to the Holy Land. And we are going to go ahead and seclude ourselves, I suppose. I did appoint a new regent as well. Our steward is now the regent. And because of that, we have gained 100 piety. And the Lords of France have approved tax. Okay, that's right, we voted on that just a little while ago. While attending prayer one early morning, I noticed my brother drowsing off. Yes, we will wake him. And think nothing of it, my friend. So we're going to have abundance of friends. Or maybe we're not. Yeah, I thought that made a friendship. So we're getting another mission to donate to charity. We will donate to charity. That is very helpful for us getting our rank up, our devotion. We're almost there as well. So yeah, let's go and donate to charity. This might be all that's needed to get us up to rank 4. In fact, let's just take a look. We are at 1860, so we're getting pretty close. And we have gained the honest trait as well, which is going to be a big dip in our intrigue, but we are becoming a better and better chancellor. Yeah, we're at 22 right now. During my stay at the court, okay, seems that we have succeeded improving relations. And we always get this event. That's just more piety. We're at 34. Yeah, we're getting pretty good. We might get canonized. It's not impossible, guys. Being such an industrious ruler, you have gone unnoticed by the population of Bourbon, or you have not gone unnoticed. By paying the county elders a personal visit, they would surely be inspired, and the peasants would feel, yeah, we'll do this. So it increases prosperity. So we'll knock that one out. The ideal of being, yeah, it seems that this is a broken event, and I don't think there's any reason to do this, considering the fact that it ends up hurting our relations with our friend and giving us nothing. So let's just get the prestige. Yeah, they need to fix that. Oop, something happened there. And we can now rank up in the society as well. All right, so did we get a new king? Because it does seem like that is what I'm seeing here. Yes, King Phillip IV of France. It does seem that his father has passed away. He died from an infected wound at the age of 51. All right, so at the very least, the bewitched king is gone. So that's good. His son is a homosexual, but he's diligent and chaste. So he's not as bad as far as like if you're a religious man looking at him. I would say that he's better than somebody who's possessed by the devil. So I feel like we're a little bit more willing to serve him. Now, as far as children go, it seems that he has a daughter, but yeah, she is not going to be the heir. Instead, Philippe here is the heir, and he's of the dynasty. I'm not entirely sure how he's related. Yeah, I don't know how he's related to. Okay, it looks like he's somebody else's, one of his brother's son. Not the bishop. Not this guy either. Here we go. So it's one of his younger brother's sons. He's the one that would be king if he didn't have any sons himself, which is probably fairly unlikely considering the fact that he is chaste. But you never know. And he's homosexual, I guess that's the biggest one. Fertility, negative 15% there, negative 15% there. Yeah, probably unlikely. We did complete the barracks here, so that's excellent. That has increased our troop numbers, our levy numbers, to 5.64 thousand. So let's go ahead and rank up. And that'll give us a couple new powers. And of course we get more piety and stewardship as well. And this is going to, well, you get the power for the diligence, which we are already diligent, and then the convert counties. Neither one of those are all that helpful, but each rank does give increased piety and stewardship, so very good overall. Plus you can build temples for a little bit cheaper. All right, so we have gotten the privilege to rank up. So we are on the top of the society right now. Next would be to try and get into the leadership position. Probably fairly unlikely, though, considering our age right now. So let me just see here. The heir will take over when the leader of society dies. They're chosen based on member score. You are 4 steps from being... Oh, so we're quite a ways away from being able to be the leader. All this we need to know is that we're 4 steps away, so it's going to be a while before we're going to be able to get promoted. But you never know. Maybe we'll outlive them all. We're 62 years old right now. Taking a look at this event here. No, I'm not going to give you support. I don't even know what it is that you desire. But the Legion's Council is discontent, so we could start a faction here, and I think we will. Let's do the Prince Louis for France again, and see if this is a little bit more successful. We'll just have to see. And there's an independence faction as well. Okay. Nobody really all that powerful, though, so maybe if other more powerful dukes end up joining, we'll take a look at it. It looks like he's inviting us to his coronation, and we will be sure to attend. And we've improved our relations with the Lord. Excellent. And he is going to be crowned by the Pope, it seems. Quite an impressive ceremony. We're at 35, at 61 here. Long live the king. And here we go. So we got some messages over here, and we got an event. So looks like Louis wants our support, and this will result in him owing us a favor. Yes, we will accept that. And yeah, he now owes us a favor. So if we ever did place him in the king, or place him as the king, then yeah, he would owe us quite the favor. Look at this, guys. Seems that a lot of people have decided to join the faction. Just taking a look if anybody... Yeah, it seems they are all counts. Well, no, we have a duke right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, man. She did end up succeeding. Ah, oh, God, that's really irritating. Oh, and she married Louis. Oh, so their children are going... So Louis is about to become very, very powerful. Yeah, remember, he owns all this land here. He has 2 dukedoms, so he is a powerful man. And now he's about to get this massive amount of territory down here in the south. This territory that should have been ours. God damn it. That's frustrating. So that would have been really, really nice if we could have succeeded there. And just taking a look at his children here, seeing if there's anybody we can arrange a marriage with. He has a baron here. We don't have any daughters or anything like that. But yeah, Louis is about to become substantially more powerful. I guess it's a good thing that we are going to help him become king. Or maybe it's not a good thing. It would be too powerful. But yeah, I think we could probably go ahead and do this. How much longer until the Legion's Council is no longer discontent? Just to give more time for people to join. Yeah, let's give it a bit more time. We'll wait till like the end of this year or something like that to see if we can't get more people in here before we rebel. Then again, of course, we might not live for the rebellion, so that's something to consider as well. But we will wait. We will wait, and hopefully things go well. See the letter from a member of the Benedictine Order. Well, you as Christian astrologer you are, please offer me some advice on my poetry. Yeah, we've seen this event before. We will do it. We'll just do the same thing that we did last time, I suppose. And we can demand installation of a claimant. Yes, that's part of our faction. Obviously, he's not going to, he's not going to submit to that. He's not going to agree to it. So yeah, we don't want to do that just yet. Let's give it a bit of time, guys. And they want us to construct a new church. We do earn a lot more money now. I mean, we could get it, but yeah, let's not. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it at this point. A new realm. Okay. So we do have a bit of money, but we don't have enough to build anything at the moment. And so once again, we'll just do the same thing that we did, since that seemed to succeed and the Pope has died. Oh no. All right, I am flattered you think. Okay, yes. So we got a budding friendship with him. Remember, we're waiting here to see if the faction gets any more powerful. It has. All right, that's fantastic. I feel like we are definitely in a position to declare war here. Just looking at the dukes that haven't joined, as far as how powerful they're going to be. I mean, we've got a count here. Let's see if we can't find... Let's take a look at his vassals and see who hasn't joined yet. So we haven't had... This guy has not joined yet. He's fairly powerful. She has. Louis has. The Duke of Burgundy has not. So that's another very powerful duke that has not joined. The Duke of Flanders, I want to say, has joined. I might be wrong, though. And we've joined, of course. Duke of Anjou has not, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he can because he's a kid. And I think the Duke of Picardy has. So we've got a lot of them in. We're fairly powerful. Yeah, a lot of these are counts. Yeah, the Duke of Picardy has joined. Yeah, we're fairly powerful. I feel like we can win. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now before it gets too late, before we die. So let's make this happen. Let's demand the installation of a claimant. Of course, he will reject it. Let's just go and slow this down a bit. And we know he's going to reject it, and that there's going to be a war. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. He resigned. He resigned. That is shocking. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a war. But yeah, he completely resigned, and now he's just the Duke of Normandy here. So we have a new king. Louis is now the king of the realm. All right, that's fantastic. And he's like our best friend. We spent all this time improving relations with him. We have a favor from him. He's like our bestest pal. Wow, that is awesome. Yeah. Okay. So I assume that he would make us a counselor. So let's just make sure that we have an ambition for that, to become a counselor, and then we'll probably do one to acquire a title next. You know what? Actually, let's do the title first, because I assume he's going to make us a counselor. You would think he would anyway. So we're going to go ahead and ask him for a title, make ourselves more powerful, and I think it's just, when you think about it, like, we put him in the position he's in, and we're his bestest friend. Or, I mean, we're not technically friends, but, you know, we have good relations with them. We've been hanging out with them a lot lately. Just seeing if there's any other, well, yeah, there's not really anything we can do here, unfortunately. Who is she married to? This king here. Oh, okay, the king of Brittany. Interesting. All right. So yeah, that ended up working out quite well. So who is now in line? Is that his son that's now in line? Yes, his son's in line for the throne, who's 13 years old right now. Okay, and he was baptized by the Pope. All right, that is excellent. I'm very pleased with the way that ended up working out for us. And remember, we can use this as well to force something. So we can have him, like, you know, press one of our claims. We can start a particular law, force acceptance of quite a few things. Pretty useful overall. We can also force him to give us a council position if we so desired. So yeah, quite useful having a favor from the king. And he said, "My dear friend and vassal, you are the bedrock of loyalty, the cornerstone of the realm. Truly, there is support for your claim in the Bible. I know that God will reward you in time." So does that mean he is going to give us one? I don't know. Is that him just getting me to shut up? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I don't know. But it looks like Louis has already declared a war against the Latin Empire. Okay. So that's right there? No. That's not right. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Where the fuck is he? Okay, they have lands over here and lands over here. This guy is not very powerful for being an emperor. So Louis has declared war on him. He's going to expand his lands a bit over there. Okay. So yeah, we didn't get the title that we wanted. Not yet anyway. Maybe we'll see it in time. He has a lot of titles to give, though. I don't know why he won't. He should give me this one, honestly. Yeah, this is the one I want. Maybe he'll grant that to us. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And we can't ask him for a place in his council either, because we already have the ambition to acquire a title. So we'll just have to let that sit. And coronation of King Louis. All right. So he once again has been coronated as the king. This is his second coronation. Hopefully this time he holds the throne. He retains it, because I'm not gonna fight for his goddamn throne again. So did England get anything from that conflict? It doesn't look like it. I'm not even sure what the conflict was over, but I am noticing that it is done. It has completed. All right. Yet another morning when I wake up. Okay, so yeah, we'll seclude ourselves again, and yes, he's the regent. So what I want to go ahead and do is let's go ahead and build the stables. In fact, we'll build them right over here, I think. Let's get those stables completed. Increase our levies again. And yeah, just pretty much waiting for Just pretty much waiting for our character to die at this point. At just 64 years old, he's an older man. Lived a lot longer than I expected with cancer. But you know, cancer, when you get this trait, it's one of the few diseases or illnesses that you can live quite a long time with. I'm kind of regretting not writing the book. We had many opportunities to do it. I didn't write the book because I was a little bit worried I would die beforehand, and then I'd just lose that money. But you know what? I should have risked it, because we would have been able to complete the book. And somebody has usurped a title. Is that? No. I was thinking that might have been our son's wife. A new bird has arrived in the Muse, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. So I can start reading the book, and 45% chance it'll be a book filled with bunkum, or 55% chance it'll be a book filled with inspiration. I should take her out for a hunt. Oh, a new bird. And a new book. Okay, so we have a choice whether we want to read the book or go out for the hunt with the falcon. We're going to just read the book. I think that's more fitting for a character. Typically, like, getting that falconry trait because it's pretty good. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get the aspiring poet one. And that does give us one more diplomacy, so it makes us even better. I had a chancellor. I would expect our king would give it to us. I'm going to take a look at who his counselors are. Why has he not appointed me? I mean, I guess he has a lot of high-ranking, dukes, people who are higher ranking than us, so I suppose that's why he hasn't appointed us. My modest attempt to write poetry was never meant to be published in any way, but wherever I go, bards and minstrels are reciting or singing my poems. Okay, so we're going to get the fame and fortune awaits. You know what? I don't think this would be what our character would go with. Yeah, this is something that was never meant for others. We write for ourselves, privately. Normally, I'd always go for that, because obviously you want that nice trait, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense for us. All right, so just taking a look here, see if there's anything for us to be concerned about. Seems that we lost our steward. All right, so it's a shame. So we need to appoint a new steward. Also, I wonder if... No, he's not. All right, well, that's a shame. But we can appoint a new spy master, so let's go ahead and do that. He wants to become a counselor, so this would appease him. So we'll appoint him, and then for our steward, I guess we'll appoint this guy here. Though I think, yeah, he's going to become a bishop. So he's probably not, you know what, it's fine. We can leave him as a steward for right now. And, then when he leaves us, we'll appoint somebody else. It's going to have him collect taxes. Probably continuing to scheme. We could also study technology as well. Because I don't really think we have anybody who's going to scheme against us. Yeah, I suppose we could study technology in Paris. So that's what we'll do. And then... anything else that we need to do? You know what? We could go ahead and research cultural tech. Let's go ahead and do that. And anything else that we might want to change up while we're in here? No, I think everything else is good. All right, guys, so a few things. It seems that the count there has lost, or he has become... Oh, okay, look at this. Louis is now an emperor. He's the emperor of the Latin Empire. Wow. All right, so he could have kings underneath him. Yeah, maybe he'll give us a kingdom. I highly doubt it. But yeah, so he is now Emperor Louis the Usurper. He's known as the Usurper of the Latin Empire, since he did usurp that title. All right, very, very interesting. Okay, wasn't expecting that to happen. I guess that's why he did it. Real easy imperial title right there. And then we did get an offer to join his council as an advisor. Yes, I'll take that. I would prefer a more official title on the council, but it does allow us to vote, so that's what matters. Looking at our character here, there we are right there. And of course, looks like we're returning a favor to him. Okay, I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, I guess he did ask us to vote with him. Yep, that's right, back before he was king and emperor. All right, so we will vote for anything that he requests us to. And I would really like for him to give me something, man. I'm still waiting for him to give me a... we could teach him a virtue. What would he lose? One of the 5 options will happen. Yeah, we could make him more... That's why I wanted to be on the, council anyways, is to try and make our king a better ruler. I accidentally opened Wikipedia there. We do lose 500 devotion, but devotion is no longer needed for anything, I don't believe, except for doing missions and stuff. So yeah, I think it makes sense to go ahead and use the devotion to try and make him a better ruler. It's the whole reason why I wanted to be close to him, be friends with him. So that's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and teach him a virtue. And he listened to me carefully as I explained to him how to be more virtuous, and he seems to have come out of our discussion a better man. Excellent. So, yeah, looks like he might have learned something. I'm not entirely sure which ones he had already, but we've made him a better ruler. Alright, so we're doing a good job, guys. And we voted for the religious control mandate due to the return of the favor, of course. So, anything else? Group A of Hedge Knights, yes, seen that event many times. I guess we haven't seen it yet on this playthrough, so we'll take a look at it here. And of course, several of our provinces are now prospering. Excellent. So a group of Hedge Knights have come to visit Bourbon. Edward has met with them and asked for my reply. Welcome them with a lavish feast, of course. This would get the gregarious trait, which would make us gregarious and socially competent. Well, I think we're shy, so... yeah, I don't think that would make a whole lot of sense. It's the opposite of our character's traits. So instead, let's welcome them reluctantly. We won't throw a big feast, but they can come stay at our castle. Hedge Knights have participated in a minor tournament together with the knights in Lusignan. Sadly, one of those landless vagabonds has been severely injured. Pay for some medication, send them our way. Allow him to stay at the castle while he recovers. Yeah, let's allow him to stay at the castle while he recovers. Of course, we're very charitable like that. And despite having been part of the order for a long time, Brother Otto still does not exemplify the Benedictine orders of ideal work and structure. It could teach him to set up a horarium to structure his time. Yeah, let's do that. I will, but his first lesson must be that good things do not come for free. Yeah, we're gonna help him out. I think that'd be something we would do. And request a payment along with his guidance. So we're gonna help him out. It is going to require 50 gold, and he's going to be very grateful for it. Okay, what is the important decision? We can ask the liege for a title again. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. It does reduce our prestige, but he is an emperor now. It's about time he rewarded us, and he has gained the diligent trait. We helped him become diligent. You're welcome. Yeah, he sounds like he's promising it, but I don't know. I hereby invite you to the Grand Feast in Paris. Your presence at the feast would be greatly appreciated, and I look forward to your attendance. So yes, we will travel to the feast, of course. And Emperor Louis greeted us warmly. This feast wine was served, and the most delicious aromas came from the kitchen. All right, so this is about the end of the episode, guys. We'll probably finish up this feast here. And there we go. We've got the prestige from that. Piety is quite high, 4,071. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't get canonized. So that should be really, really awesome. I'd feel gypped if I wasn't canonized. With the money that we have, I'm thinking about setting up some armor or a weapon. I think would be a good idea to use our money for. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're going to do with our money. We're going to search for a smith here in a minute. In fact, that'll be next episode, actually, because this is the end of the episode. As far as what we're going to do with the favor from the king, I mean, there's not really a lot we can do with it, except for having him press one of our claims in war, which we do have claims, I think, here as well as here. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll have him press a claim in war, and maybe that's the way that we can get a favor from him. Because, yeah, I don't know what else we would do here. There's not any other ones that I'm really seeing, other than, like, a marriage or something. But, yeah, we don't have anybody to arrange a marriage for. I did want to take a look at our son. I said we were going to do this, and I forgot. So just taking a look here, doesn't seem like his traits have changed at all. But his son is now 12. He's brooding, conscientious, and timid. And then he's had another son as well. And unfortunately, we haven't gotten to name him. We might be able to change his name. I think it depends on how old he is. And he's ugly. Oh, this character has a face that brings a tear to the eye. All right. So we might be able to change his name once our son becomes our character. We're currently 66 years old and still kicking it. God has need for us on this earth still, and we have not gotten to join him in his kingdom just yet. So yes, that is going to be the end of the episode, guys. We'll end it with looking at the realms of the world. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. And thanks for watching, guys.